Hi guys, little lady here again. Right, so today I was going to do like a pork and cider stew, but the weather has been just so warm, and to be honest, to sit into a big bowl of stew, it's just not going to cut it today. So I've changed my mind. So what I want to do is I'm going to do a pork sandwich, but I'm still going to use the cider to make a sauce to go with the sandwich as well. And I'll bring you down and let you have a look at what I've got. Right, so it's everything that was going to go into the stew. Just we've got some bread buns there that we had left over from the barbecue. So I thought, well, I'll just use them. So I've got 4 pork steaks on there. The loin steaks they are. And I'm going to do that with a cider and mustard sauce with some double cream. That's going to do that with the juices off the lamb. The pork, sorry. And with the pork, I'm going to do some rosemary and a bit of garlic. Got some potatoes there, and I'm going to do some chips with it as well. And also some corn on the cob that needs used up as well. So we'll have some of that as well. So let's get on and I'll show you what it is that I'm going to do. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to vacuum seal the pork, because I want to use the new, well, the sous vide machine that's on the cassourie. Thought I'd give it a go, and that can be just cooking gently while I'm working this afternoon. If you don't have a cassourie or anything that you can do that with, you can always do it keep a pan at a constant temperature, about 50 to 60 degrees, sorry. And then just keep that at a constant temperature and put your food in a bag, any sort of bag, zip top, whatever you want. You don't have to have this. But I did get this from Lidl's. So I'm just going to seal that end, and we will so there's 4 pork chops here, so we'll probably do a sandwich tonight. I've got no way to put anything. A sandwich tonight, and then Ian can take one for his lunch tomorrow, because again he's back at the depot for CPC training. So all I'm going to do is, you can see the bottom half sealed now, so I'm just going to put these in. Nicely in there. Just quickly wash the hand. Just going to smash this garlic up a little bit. There. Shove that in. Where's my rosemary? There it is. Just going to put the rosemary in like that. And I'm going to put a little knob of butter in as well. Just a couple of little knobs of butter. There we go. Right, so I'll move that back just a little bit. And then what we'll do is we'll vac and seal. As soon as the lights go out, there we go, and that's vacuumed and sealed. Right, so I'm just going to set up the cassourie, and then I'll come back to you guys. Right guys, so what I've done is so this gets up to temperature quicker, I've put a kettle of boiling water in and half filled it with cold water, and that is at a nice temperature now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop that straight in there. In fact, you know what, I'm feeling, I think that might be a bit too hot. Let's have a look. I want it at about 50 or 60 degrees. Actually, do you know what? I'm happy with that. It's just under the 60. So let's go back to there. We'll get these put straight in there. Now the one thing with sous vide is they have to stay under the water. So there you go, they're all underneath the water. And pop this on. Sorry about the flashing. I'm going to do the sous vide. It comes up at 57 degrees, and if you press that again, it defaults to 3 hours. So I'm quite happy we'll do it like that. So I'm just going to press start. It'll come up to the 57 degrees and it'll just go on its own. And let's try it out, eh? Right guys, so what I've done is I've parboiled the chips as I normally do anyway. Then I use the water to do the sweet corn in, and I've drained that off. I haven't cleaned it, I've just drained it. I've got still a little bit of the beef dripping, so we're going to have beef dripping chips tonight. I'm just going to put that in there to warm up. And we don't have any kitchen roll left at the moment, so I've got a clean tea towel and I drained the chips off on there. Oh, onto the bin. Put that over there. There is some big ones and some little ones. Ian prefers the little tiny chips. I like the chunkier ones. So I've parboiled them, the chunky ones, a little bit first, or about 5 minutes before I put the little ones in, and then another 3 minutes. And then I've just let them drain and let them cool on here, so they're all cooked. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this melt. Like the rest of it in the UK at the moment. We're all melting, I think. So I'm just going to let that warm up. Ian's doing lasagna tomorrow night, so he's got his bolognese sauce on there. Let's just let that warm up until it's all melted. We've got about 8 minutes left on the pork in the sous vide and the kasori. So I'm just going to get these ready. So I'm going to do these in the air fryer. And then I'm also going to put the sweet corn in the air fryer, because we do like it to have a little bit of crunch on the outside. And then we've got the sous vide pork. I'm dying to taste what that's going to taste like. Is it going to be any different? Is it going to be better? Absolutely no idea. Oh, so there's all the chips in there. That'll go in the washer. But I will dry the pork off with that first, because it's only had potatoes on. So, it's going to get, same as what I do with roasties. Coat them in the pan. That's all melted now, so I can turn that off. I'm just going to bring you across here so you can maybe see. There we go. Just coat them nicely. A little bit of salt. Gonna have salt on your chips. And a little bit of pepper. We're not having any salt and chilli pepper on this, are we, mister?
No, I don't think.
No, just salt and pepper, yeah. Don't think I'll go with the pork anyway, so just get them nicely coated. And then when I start to do the pork, these will go into the air fryer and become lovely and crispy beef dripping chips. Right, so this sous vide has now had its 3 hours. Let's have a little look. And I forgot to say before, you have it on the vent because you're not actually pressure cooker or anything. So when you use the sous vide, it goes on the vent. Oh, wrong hand. Stronger this hand. Right. Pop that in there. So let's have a little look. Oh, they look very strange. But anyway, I'm going to get these out and I'll put them in a little plate. Right, so that's the pork chops. See, they've got a bit of juice that's come out of them. So I'm going to do just let them rest. I am going to fry them and then make the sauce from there. So I'm just going to pop them to one side. And I'm going to use this kasori on air fry for my chips. I've already cooked a gammon in there today, so it's got a lovely gammon flavour in as well. But
That'll get washed after that, won't it?
yeah. But
So easy to clean them. It's always like, that's a good, big difference between that and a Ninja.
Oh yeah.
That's so much, you can just put the whole basket in, put some fairy liquid in, put it under the tap and away you go.
Just let it soak for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Cleans out.
So I'm going to keep it at 195. Mind you, this could do with a clean, easy now.
Well, that's just where I wiped it.
There you go. Just 10 minutes on that. And after 5 I'll put in the sweet corn and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. Right guys, so there's the pork chops out of the sous vide. I've never done this before, so I haven't got a clue what it's going to look like. Put the chips on in the background. Looks like there's a bit, I was thinking about using this juice to go with the sauce, but it doesn't look that great, so I probably will not. And we have, I've kept that to one side, the tea towel that I used to dry the chips off. So I'm going to use that to dry the pork chops off. If I can, there they are. This will go straight into the washer. Get rid of that rosemary. There we go. Feel very soft. You can smell that rosemary, you can smell the garlic. I'm just going to dry these off nicely. I'm going to put the frying pan on to warm up because we do want this just going to go, there we go. Right, so that's nicely dried off. I do feel very soft, but what we need to do is crisp the skin up first. Not a lot of skin on that one, just that little bit, and then that. So what we're going to do is I'll bring you across and I'm going to render down this fat, get it nice and crisp, and then we'll crisp off the rest of it. Right, so I've got 2 together there, just on there like that. I'm going to put them, just lean them over and hopefully they'll stay there. Then we've got the other 2. Put them on the side. We're going to render down that fat first. I'm going to put this tea towel in the water. Turn it down slightly, we don't want it to burn. Right, so I'll bring you back once the fat's all rendered. Right, so I've just put them on the other side. You can see that the fat's starting to render. And we're just going to get these nicely browned. Sorry about the noise. Right, once these are browned, they're fully cooked. Once these are browned, I want to take them out and make the sauce. Right, so I've had them in there just browning off. I'm just going to take these out. Put them to one side. Let them rest. And all the cooking juices in there. Now we had some spring onions that needed used up, so I thought I'd put them in there as well. Turned it right down. Let them quickly soften. They don't take long, spring onions. Just soften a little bit. Oh, this baby. There we go. All that goodness there. So I have, of the cider that I used, I've got 200 mils. And that'll just bring all the gubbins at the bottom of the pan. Just let that reduce down. I'm just going to turn it back up a little bit. Just let that reduce down. So the chips are half done now. I'm just going to bring you across. See, they're half done. Nice and crispy. And for another 10 minutes I am going to be putting these in. So again, another 10 minutes, and by that time the sauce should be done, and then we can get on and having something to eat. Right, so that's reduced down a little bit now. I'm just going to put a teaspoon of mustard in there. That'll just emulsify it. We do like mustard in this house. So I'll put a full teaspoon in there. Just let that. And then just a jot of cream. Turn that down a little bit actually. It's reduced down enough. There. Right, so I'm now going to put the pork chops back in. Just let them sit in there. And the resting juices. You can see these are all cooked anyway, so let them just rest in there. I think we've got about 3-4 minutes left on the chips and the sweet corn, and then we'll be having some food before England's playing tonight. Right, so I've got the buns ready here now, and I'm just going to get, oh, sink's full. I'm going to get one of the big pork chops. Really curious to how this is actually going to taste. Too big for that, so I'm just going to cut it in half. One there, one there. Do want to dip the bun in this sauce. So one. And there's two. These are done as well now. So there's a sweet corn and some chips. I did the smaller ones for Ian because I know that's what he prefers. So I'm just going to try and get them ones out for him. These have got the beef fat on. I give them a couple of the chunky ones as well, actually. Right, there we go. And I'm just gonna, oh, are you done? Turn that off. Just give us 2 minutes, guys. I'm just gonna get him a little pot of the gravy just to dip.
Oi, oi, come on England. Right, taste testing time. So, I'm dying to see what this sous vide pork's like.
Yeah.
I might just try a little bit out of the sandwich before. It's very soft, but still got its bite. That's nice. Right, proper taste test.
It's not as soft as, was that just the stringy bits in the pork?
Just stringy bit. Very tasty.
So do you think it'd be worth doing the sous vide for 3 hours? Or does it taste different to just pan frying it?
To be brutally honest, it doesn't taste much different. It still tastes nice. The texture's slightly different, slightly softer.
That bite was better.
Yeah, that's soft. I must have got the one of the toughy bits, or the stringy bits, like you say. Let's try this dip. And then chip. Can't beat air fried chips like that. Dip's very tasty.
Covered in beef fat.
Oh yeah, beef fat. I know it's not great for you, but and somebody did mention, I think it was on my channel, about air fried
in the sweet corn, yeah.
Air fried sweet corn, and I've just dabbed a little bit of, just a very little bit of butter on, just before. So I'm gonna try that.
Was boiled for 15 minutes
Wow.
first.
No,
Nice.
it tastes almost popcorny. You know, you get that little crunch.
Oh, right.
I like that. That's nice. That definitely improves the flavour, without a doubt. No doubt about that at all. That's really nice. I like that. So I'll have one little final dip in there. Then I'm going to go upstairs and watch the football. I think I like that.
You don't know where the pork starts and the pork finishes.
It's very soft. It must have been that first bit that was a little bit stringy, I don't know, but that's pull apart, look.
Yeah.
It just pulls apart. So maybe I was being a bit harsh on the old sous vide there. That's really nice.
I want to try it with the chicken breast.
Yeah.
You know, to see if it dries it out or... It was just a bit of an experiment today because I didn't want to do a casserole.
Well, we got the machine. We said about the sous vide, didn't we? Well, we're going to have to try that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's done its job.
Like I say, it was supposed to be a casserole type thing today, but it was just too hot.
Very hot. We just had a cassoulet as well.
And
And
the curry last night.
And I took some of that for my bait today, and it was just like, when it's red hot.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't really want to be eating this because it's just not, you know, when that's more like a wintry sort of dish, or a warming dish.
Yeah.
It was just so hot, and it's been so clammy today. I mean, we're studying out, and it's just, the sweat's rolling off me. I can feel it. So I'm going to go watch the footy. Man's going to settle down and watch the telly. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Keep the likes coming. Keep the comments coming. And those that you haven't have subscribed to either of us, please do so. It doesn't cost anything, but it'll help us tremendously.
Yeah, it's much appreciated, and every comment as well. Do love
we do try
reading
and comment.
I can't actually reply to every single one,
I do try.
but I always try to give you a little bit of love. So if I don't reply, then I'm sorry, but I just haven't got the time.
So,
But I love doing this, so, you know, thank you very much for everything that you have all done.
so have a great evening.
Yes.
And we'll see you very, very soon.
See you later, guys.
See you later.
Bye.